Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Jamie, and in this video I have some Artsnacks boxes. They are doing a Valentine's Day sale right now for blind date boxes, they call them. They're $10 a box, and at the time I went ahead and ordered the 4 that they had, which was a few days ago. I got the 4 boxes and they threw a couple stickers in the envelope. The boxes that I got were called Painterly Passion, Long-Term Relationship, Illustrator's Dream, and Colorful Crush. They now have something called Doodle Date box and Watercolor Lover box, and as well as still having the long-term relationship box, but the others are no longer listed on their website. So I'm going to assume that they've already sold out of those boxes. I don't know if the Doodle Date and the Watercolor Lover will be the same thing that are already here, and maybe they just changed the names. So it's kind of a hit or miss on that. So I'm going to go ahead in this video, I think instead of doing a video where I unbox each one in one video, I'm going to go ahead and unbox all of 4 of them, and then maybe do some separate videos in parts where I do stuff with the supplies that are in one box at a time. So let's go ahead and dig into these boxes. These are the stickers, like I said, that were included in the packaging that they mailed all of these in. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside for now. These are the April of 22 box, the May 22, the June 22, and the August 22. So if you got the boxes and the subscription this past year, you may not want to waste your money getting the boxes because it'll end up being repeat supplies. I did not have a subscription for 22, so I didn't get any of these boxes, and I'm not even sure what was in them. So let's go ahead and dig in. This is the April of 22 box, and I guess it would help if I opened it the right direction. And here's the card that shows what's in it. We have a Warhead's Extreme Sour Apple Candy. I will not be eating that. I will let one of my kids eat that. And I'm going to set this off to the side here and kind of try to keep everything organized. We'll open this bundle. They've got it nice wrapped tightly instead of all loose and kind of shifting around, which is nice. And looks like we have another sticker here. It's very colorful. We have a zebra mechanical pencil. I have 2 of these, and I love these mechanical pencils. They are my favorite mechanical pencils so far that I have received. So it's really nice. It's a nice metal mechanical pencil. It says it's made of stainless steel, and it has a nice little grip. The lead is 0.5 millimeters. We have a Princeton. It's made by Princeton Snap Filbert brush, and doesn't have like a size or anything like that. It's very multifunctional. You can do quite a bit with a filbert. You can get some details down, get into tighter areas, but still be able to apply quite a bit of paint down. We have Holbein acrylic gouache, and it is light apricot and 20 milliliters. I do not have this color yet for this line of gouache, so that's nice that I'm not getting a duplicate there. This one is burnt sienna. I don't think I have this one either. The color that I do have is a darker green, and this one's also 20 milliliters. So there's those there. So that is what is in the April of 2022 box. And these are just their petite boxes. They have a the plus box where it's larger and you would get a surface if you decided to go with the premium subscription instead of just the basic box that's cheaper. And that's generally the difference. You might have a couple extra supplies in there. I think the main difference is just the surface. Don't quote me on that. So I'll move on to the next box. We have May of 2022. And we have the Viva watercolor sheets. And it looks like there's 16 colors here. I have tried watercolor sheets before in, I can't remember, Peerless. They were Peerless watercolor sheets. I did not enjoy the Peerless. So it will be interesting to see how these compare to the Peerless watercolor sheets. I'm really hoping that I like these quite a bit more. This would be nice for on the go to kind of flip to the color that you want. And I'll go ahead and I'll open and unwrap this and take a peek at the colors that are in this. It says that it is made in India and that it is handmade. So we'll go ahead and take the covering off. And it says, "Hola, I handcrafted this for you." And it says that the person who made this one is Rushikesh. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And he enjoyed making this majestic shade of peacock blue inspired by their national bird. So that's a nice little tidbit if you like information about artists and people that make their products. And it says that they are super vivid, transparent watercolors. It's got information here, and you can write your name and information there. We have crimson, and they have little boxes where you can swatch. Deep pink. What's nice is they have these sheets in between to kind of separate the colors so they're not kind of mixing and muddying up together. We have vermilion, dusk orange, chrome yellow, yellow ochre, burnt umber, burnt sienna, light green, sap green, viridian, peacock blue, and on the paper it has kind of a metallic look, as well as these colors here. We have Persian blue, violet, and it does not look like violet on the paper. It looks kind of metallic green, but it should be violet when you wet it and add it to your paper. We have magenta, slate black, and that's the colors, and it's just information about the Viva in the back. And it looks like you have some space if you want to kind of mix colors and see what you can come up with. So there's that, the little card of information. We have a blue raspberry airhead, and that will go to my son. That's one of his favorite candies. And then in the packet, if I can get it open, I once again wrapped pretty tightly. I'm just going to go ahead and tear this because I'm not going to save the paper. We have another sticker, a Zeg Clean Color Real Brush. Says it's water-based dye ink, and it is evergreen, so I'm assuming that is the shade of green that we are getting, and that is the tip there. I have used Kuretake brushes and markers before, and they seem like a great brand. This specific type of brush I have not tried yet, so I can't wait to see how this works. It might be great for like calligraphy and just any kind of hand lettering. We have a brush sign pen. It says Pentel. And does it say the color? I don't see a color on here. Maybe it says on here. Sign pen. It does not, but it looks like a really light blue color. So the casing is also kind of sparkly, so I kind of wonder if it's a metallic ink. And then we have, oops, the cap fell off. We have a premium white nylon King Art round brush in a size 1. And there's the tip there. That looks like it would be great for small detail painting. And given that these are water soluble, because I've had Pentel brush pens before and they are water soluble as well, so you know, that is a small brush to be using with these pens, but it's always nice to have a nice detail brush. So I'll go ahead and set these aside. So I want to keep them together so I don't lose track of what was in what box. So I'll go ahead and put that down here. And then we'll move on to the third box. This one is the June of 22 box. We have this Faber-Castell pencil sharpener. I actually have one of these already in silver. And I love this pencil sharpener. I think it's one of the best pencil sharpeners that I have had. And if you open them up, you have a side here that's for color pencils, and then you have graphite and jumbo graphite. And I think that that's nice that you can keep them separated, so you're not getting a transfer for like color to your graphite, especially if it is wax based or oil based and you get the residues when you're sharpening your pencil, or vice versa and get graphite in there. So I don't sharpen my graphite generally with these. I use a pocket knife and a sanding block, but for my jumbo graphite that I recently got, this will be nice to be able to try to see how that works with this, because I've not tried the jumbo graphites in these at all. So there's the pencil sharpener there, the card, and looks like the candy is a roll of Smarties. We have the little bundle here. I do enjoy how tightly that they wrap these bundles, because I've gotten boxes before where everything was really loose and they kind of just moved around and tore the paper and damaged the products in shipping. We have a Factus Extra Soft Dust Free Eraser. I do have a couple of these already, and they are nice erasers. They erase really well. And it says dust free, but if you're not expecting to get those little bits of eraser left behind, it's not dust free as far as that goes. It's still going to leave some behind, but it is not as much as you would typically find when you use an eraser like that. This is the pencil that came with it, and I really like that. It looks like oranges and orange slices. That's a really nice print. We have a General's drafting pencil, and does it say? It just says it's made with cedar wood and has soft graphite that delivers dark marks and consistent lines. I was hoping it would say what shade of graphite it would be, so I'm not quite sure until I go to swatch it. I'm going to assume that it's a B range though, since it says that it is dark shade. And then we have a violet Copic sketch marker. I actually have this color already, I think. So, not a new color there, but that is okay. I really like Copics. They are really great alcohol markers, and I think I have this one as well. It is an ice blue Copic sketch, and once again, very nice markers. It's always nice to have an extra in case one messes up. They are refillable. I have not had to refill any of mine yet, but it is a nice option to have versus some of the brands to where when they just dry out, you toss them. You can also replace the nibs on them. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in this box and set this one aside, and then move on to the final box, which is the August of 22's box. And looks like the candy is another Warheads Extreme Sour Blue Raspberry candy. Last one was a apple. And here's the card. Then the little satchel. We'll go ahead and open that up and see what's in this box. And it looks like a bunch of smiley faces, kind of all melting together on the pencil. We have a Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer pencil. These are watercolor pencils, and I have a full set of the regular sized ones. These are the Magnus, so they're bigger and thicker to hold onto. This one is in black. And then we have one in ultramarine. So these will be my first two of the Magnus line. And this is really cool. Oh, I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. If I can get this open, it'd be great. And it's a little ruler, but it's triangle shaped. And it's made of, I think, aluminum. Yes, it says high quality aluminum, and it is made by Common Man. It's not a brand that I have heard of, but it is a nice smooth surface, and it's got different kinds of measurements, and they have it on the side where you can break down and translate your fractions over to decimals and vice versa. And then we have inches and centimeters, and the same thing on the other side, but the numbers run lengthwise here instead of up and down this way. So this will be super, super helpful. It might even become helpful to my kids. They may end up taking off with it because they do not have a ruler like this, and with the conversions on there, that might be kind of their thing. And they love to steal things that are mine. So we'll see how long this stays over on my desk. And then we have a Alvin Draft Tech retractable 0.7 millimeter mechanical pencil. And oh, okay, so this is different. So you have a mechanical pencil, but the tip that holds the lead retracts in, and then if you push further in, then the click all the way is what makes it retract. Okay, so when I seen the wide opening here, I was expecting it to be like this lead holder, and where you have the nice big thick lead, but that is not the case in this one. That is a little bit different. I do not have a mechanical pencil like this, so that is interesting that that retracts like that. And we have a Pigma Micron. It's a 0.25 millimeter, and it is archival ink, and it looks like it is just in black. I don't see a color listed otherwise. There's the tip, And these are the supplies that I got in these boxes all together. So it's an interesting mix of supplies. We've got some gouache, some watercolor, some graphite, mechanical pencils, pencil sharpener, even some Copics. So it's a very wide variety of supplies, and I will incorporate them into the supplies that I already have. It'll be a nice addition to what I already have. So as far as going to make pieces with these boxes, off the top of my head right now, I don't know what I want to do with each box yet. So I'm gonna have to give it some thought. And for $10 a box, I think I got a great deal. So, you know, there's that, and I think I'll leave it there for this video. And I hope you enjoyed watching and deciding if you want to try to get any of the blind date boxes. Like I said, they've got where there's only one that was originally listed left on the site. The other ones are not listed, but then they have 2 others. So it's kind of a chance of, are they the same things or not? If it's something that you want to try to order, I will go ahead and leave links below in the description, and you can check them out if you want. And thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you in the next video.